Well, hello, hello. Are you there? Who is connected now? I'm here to start our conversation. It's 12:01. And as I always promise, we are going to make this short and sweet. So today we are going to talk about our conversation in terms of how to start over. This is, have you ever had this goal in your head and in your mind that you want to do something big and then you say like, well, I'm done. I stop eating healthy. I stop sleeping well. I stop exercising. What for? Why should I continue? Or I started my company and it's not working. So how can I start over? One of the best exercises that we can learn is to bounce back. And bouncing back exactly means that we get to the floor and we don't stay there because we don't belong to that place. We belong to creation. We belong to keep pushing for that dream that we have been creating for ourselves and maybe for our families. So, how to start over means um, what do we need to do in order to start over? And usually, what happens is we stop believing in ourselves. We stop believing that it is possible. And so, why not give ourselves that possibility to go big or go home? So, today we are going to talk about a couple of ideas in how to start over. And Instagram is not, seems like it's not working. Nope. It's not working. See, this is the perfect example how to start over. Something is happening there. Anyways, let's talk about that. So the first suggestion that I make to people anytime that they feel like I can continue, this is too hard, I just can't do with this, I can't deal with this anymore, is okay. What is the pattern? Identifying your patterns is very important. Um, Meaning, what is always the situation when I start with this motivation and then I don't continue? What happens? What happens around my situation? What is around that moment of time in my life where I can't continue? I'm exhausted. I'm not sleeping well. I'm not eating well. I don't have enough energy. So we have to identify what is the pattern, because I promise you that there is a pattern for you and it is always the same. So once we identify the reason, then we can go ahead and uh, build up something different. So the first thing, identify the pattern. The second piece, once you identify that, try to think, okay, what gets me to exhaustion? What takes my energy and lowers it? Because once I know that this is about energy, once I know that, I can work on rebuilding that and coming back. The third piece that is very important is, what is your why? What is the reason why you are doing and going and pursuing that goal? Because many times the reason is not strong enough. The reason is, many times we set goals that are goals because people are setting that goal. I want to go to Fiji. Okay, do you really want to go to Fiji? Or that makes you a better person, a happier person? What is your reason for that goal that you are setting for yourself? That's the second piece. So identify your patterns. Anytime that you fell off and you don't continue, you stop. The second reason is, what is your why to reach that goal, to get to the end line of that goal? What is the your main reason? Many times, and when we see people that are struggling, the reason to survive is usually their kids, usually because this is life or death situation, usually because they want something bigger for themselves. So what is your why, and how strong is that why for you? How big is that reason? And if not, it is your goal. So you get to decide, you get to make the changes that you need so you can reach that goal. Other times, the reason why you stop and don't continue is because the goal is too big. So if you see it as something too big for you, your brain is going to be a big it will sabotage you, and so you are not going to continue with your goal. So then you have to identify what is going on in that part as well, what is happening there. So the next piece is, okay, how can I create a space for success? What do I need to do in order to make this happen? Because many times, like one of my clients, she wants to lose weight, but all her friends are foodies. They love to go out to eat. They love to drink. They love to sleep late. Exercising is not a thing in their lives. So if you surround yourself with people that inspires you, people that will give you ideas, and people that are farther in that process than you, then you will be inspired. Then you will have many ideas of in terms of how can you do better. Because if it is just you in the middle of nowhere trying to reach a goal, and if you even haven't seen somebody doing it, it's not going to happen. Or maybe if it happens, it will be really hard to do it. So what if you try to work on who is that people that you need around? Who is that people that you need to be surrounded by, so they can inspire you and they can help you to feel like, yes, I can do this. People have done it before. I'm not going to be the first person doing it. So I can do it too. I can make this of this a possibility. So think about that. What is your environment? How is your environment? And have in mind something, and it is, you have the power to change your environment. Meaning, and I have talked about this many times, if your goal is to get stronger, to get healthier, is your kitchen ready for you? Because you may be ready and your mindset may be in place, but is your kitchen ready for you? Meaning you have clean food to eat, you open your fridge and there are many possibilities. You are reading about the topic, you are following people in social media that is inspiring you. So creating an environment for you to be successful is very important, and being really mindful about that. So one is, what do I need around me so I can do it better? And who do I need around me so I can do better as well? So being part of a team that is pursuing the same goal as you, it is very important, because it makes you believe that it is possible, that you can do it, that you have what is needed for you to do it. So that's another piece that is very important. The second, fifth piece of this is, remember the importance of energy. You are like a battery. You need to recharge. And recharging, you need to understand what recharging means to you, because it varies. It's not the same thing for everybody. And meaning, I need to eat well. I need to sleep well. Sleeping well is very important, because it will give you the energy to think clearly, to decide what you want to do, to decide where do you want to go, and even to have the energy. I train every single morning, and I train in the mornings because it is when I have more energy, because that's something that I don't feel like really excited about doing, like, yay, let's go for a 30-mile bike today, woohoo. No, I need the extra boost and the energy to say, like, I want to go, I want to explore places. I enjoy this. So make connections. That's another piece. Make connections between the daily tasks around your goal and joy. Life is really short to waste it. Life is meant to be happy, to be lived really in an intense way, so you can enjoy it. So make connections, and I'm going to tell you an example. One of the connections that I make is, I love sunsets and I love sunrises. So when I go and when I'm biking really early in the morning and it is kind of chilly and I see the sunrise, I have to stop my bike and just be at awe of the creation and enjoy that moment and take it for me, like saving that picture in my mind. So I made the connection between biking and exploring places and recording moments That's very important to me. So it is not just biking. It is not just getting exhausted. It is not just falling, because I do fell off. Like today, I fell off my bike and it was kind of painful. So I don't remember, I don't record the falling off the bike. Of course I do too, but my focus is in the sunrise. It is in how clean the air is. It is in how this is getting me closer to my goal. So that will help you to bounce back. That will help you to come back to your goal and continue. That will be the energy that you need in order to continue. So if I don't sleep well, coming back to energy, if I don't eat something, if I don't have the energy, I'll feel like I'd rather stay in bed. I don't want to even wake up. I don't want to see people. I don't want to do whatever it takes. So that's another piece. Nutrition, as I mentioned, is very important. If you eat tons of sugar and processed foods, sorry, but your thoughts and your energy are going to be crap. I apologize, but that's the reality. So you are not going to have the energy to bounce back, to reconnect with your mission. And that is another important piece. How is this goal connected to your mission in this planet? We may think like, I will live 100 years. Well, maybe if you are doing many other things, you may, right? But the thing is, how is this goal? How is this connected to your general mission in this planet? Do you know what is that? What is your mission? If not, let's have a session. Let's meet. Let's talk about that, because then we need to start over and we need to redesign all your system so you can create something big for you, something where you can say like, okay, these are my values, this is my belief system, and this goal is really connected. And I was listening to a podcast this morning while I was biking, and the podcast was about it was a guy, it was about money, and the guy was saying like, he had the possibility, he's from a different state, I'm here in Colorado, he had the possibility to invest in the marijuana market. So it was all the state where he's at was freeing all the tax and all the limitations, and make it a good business, a really profitable business. And he was invited many times to invest, and the return was really big. But his decision was like, this is not aligned with my values. This is not aligned with my mission and my vision in this planet. So no, thank you. I'm not interested. Because if whatever the goal is not aligned with the mission and your values, for sure, at some point, you will feel like money is not, the idea of getting that money is not enough for you to continue with this goal. So that's another piece to have in mind. The second piece, and I know that I'm really annoying with that point, is exercising, because one of the best ways to get energy is through exercise. Your body can produce your own endorphins, your own adrenaline, your own energy through exercise. And also, I have to say that one of my best moments during the day to meditate, to be by myself and with myself, is when I am training, when I am biking, when I am swimming, when I am running. Those are my me times when I get to think, redesign, recreate all my projects and my programs. So that's not just a way of physically get more energy, but also to get more creative, and also to redesign and to remember, wow, I have to have this conversation. I have to make this phone call. And usually what I do is I take my phone and I record memos, so I don't forget, because sometimes things come to my mind and I will forget. So I record memos and I continue running, biking, or whatever I am doing. Of course, if I am swimming, I'm not doing that, right? But I'm just focused on surviving. But that's another part of exercising that is important in terms of how to bounce back. So that's another tip. It is possible. But I will say that another piece is stop talking poorly to you because you are down, because you fell off and you are not doing your goal, you are not working, because you stopped the diet, because you stopped because you didn't exercise today. And I have my coach will say, don't try to catch up. So I didn't run today, so tomorrow I'll run twice as much. No, continue, just stand up and continue with your plan. Obviously, that's the next step. And it is, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan? Not just a plan in mind, a written plan for you. And one of the things that I work with the companies, and that I work with my clients that own companies, is, what's your business plan? What is your plan? Because that's the one that is going to guide you through the process. And they will say many times, well, I created one like 5 years ago when I created my company. Okay, so it's time to come back and to check it out and to make all the adjustments that we need. So either for your life or for your business, or both, if you are an entrepreneur, you need to have a plan. What is your plan? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. What is the plan? What was your plan? And how can I adjust that plan? How can you adjust that plan all the time? So remember, we have to think about the plan. We have to find what is your goal. You have to find what makes you fail over and over, or fall over and over, and stop you from reaching your goal. Because when you have the pattern, you are able to transform that pattern. So another piece that all that I'm telling you is because I am doing it. I was talking to a client that I was saying, like, I don't like to go to gyms. I'm not a gym person because I don't like groups, because I'm not really a follower. And because I like to have, like, I don't like even people to talk me when I'm exercising. I like to be by myself, as I mentioned. So one of the things that that happened to me once is I went to a spinning session, and it was really interesting. I was excited because one of the things that happens, and it was winter, so I wasn't able to go outside for a training, for a biking, to road. So I went to a spinning class. And then out of the blue, the two trainers show up, right? Yeah, they were on their bikes that were in front, beautiful also. And one of them was really easy, or I don't know now, he was in shape, and the other one has this big belly. I have to be honest, it hit me immediately, because I want to be in front of, if somebody's going to tell me what to do, this person needs to be like in a really high level, meaning I want to be like you. But if I see a person who is going to teach me how to bike and be strong, and if he's fat, if he's or she, sorry, I get discouraged. That's just me. Maybe your case is different, and I'm talking about exercising. So find the person and surround yourself with people that will inspire you and say, like, this person I want to be like. I want to paddle like this person, and this person can stand next to me and say, like, go faster, go stronger, you can do better. Because if I feel like the person has all the development that needs to have in order to tell me what to do. So find role models that can help you say, like, you can continue, you can do it. I've been there, I've done that, but you don't belong to the floor. So stand up and continue. So stop, what I was saying is, stop this dirty talk to you and shaming and blaming you because you stopped doing it. Start over. Next day, the next day, you have a next day, usually, unless you have a heart attack, you will have a next day. So how do you want to show up? And we were doing this exercise with a group of kids yesterday, actually, with a group of counselors that I am training for a program that I'm doing. So how do you want to show up? What do I want the world to see here? I wanted them to see that I'm a loser, that I can't reach my goals, or I want them to see that I'm trying and I keep going and I don't stop. And many times people don't remember when you reach the goal. They remember how hard you are doing it. So when you talk to your kids, probably they remember how your mom keeps cleaning, keeps cooking, keeps there, showing up every single day for you. And that takes me to the next one, which is, how do you show up every single day, which is really connected. You get to decide that. You even get to decide that. So I mentioned before that you have to divide. If the goal is too big, divide it in many pieces, pieces that are edibles that you can eat today. And one of my coaches used to say, like, don't think about the big race. You are not racing that long today. Just be focused and mindful of the training that you are doing today. That's all. That's all we need. So that's another piece. And many times reaching a goal is not about the goal itself or the physical goal it is a mind game. So having a mindset that lets you make tweaks, that makes you be flexible to make changes is really important. And creating the image in your head of you reaching your goal. If you were told all your life that you can't, that this is not possible for our family, that we just have to work hard, that we don't deserve, then you don't. But once you change the mindset and you feel like, why not? What if I deserve to get there? What if I put in place this plan, if I get a really good coach, if I get a really good team, I can reach my goal. So what if? What if I'm part of the Latinas First Foundation board, and it is beautiful because the slogan for them is you can be what you can see. If you can see it, then you are going to be able to reach that goal. So get a clear image in your head of that goal, of you reaching the goal, and go and check and follow all the people, listen to the podcast, the YouTube videos, the Instagram videos, the TikTok videos, whatever it is, whatever the platform you are using, but use it in a really smart way. Not to waste your time or to make more people reach. Use it for your benefit in terms of follow that people that have reached their goal, the same goal that you are looking to reach. Follow the people who said, like, I can do this. Listen to their books. I listen to books all the time because that gives me a lot of knowledge and pleasure, and my commutes are kind of long, so that's one of the things that I love to do. So those are kind of the topics and the ideas that I use with my clients, some because there are many others that I use with the companies and with my clients that can be really helpful for you. Let me know, comment here, how can you bounce back? What are your strategies? Maybe I have some that I'm not using and I need to learn from you as well. How do you bounce back? How you start over? But remember, it is always possible to start over. It is always possible to bounce back. And if I can do it, I'm not special. You can do it. So don't believe your saboteurs. One of my clients, I was having a beautiful conversation with her, and she said, like, we named her saboteur, and her saboteur was hope. And hope usually is a beautiful value, right? We have hope, but she said something that was really interesting, and it is, I always use hope as my excuse because I hope that something will happen, that the miracle will happen, and I don't have to put the hard work. So she named her saboteur Hope, and I hope Hope is not your saboteur because it's a killer. She named her, and now that she named her, she's able to say and to have conversations with her in terms of, no, I'm not going to hope for you to happen. I'm the miracle, and I'm going to make you happen. Those are my tips. Let me know. My name is Rocio, and I am Rocio Life Coach. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. So there is a program coming really soon for all the entrepreneurs, the business owners, where you can have all the pieces together for you to manage stress, to manage time, to manage your body, to manage your diet, to manage your company, all in one place. So stay tuned because there is more coming. I'll see you in our conversation next Friday. Bye.